Hello and welcome back to the Bliss Builder. We're on day 10. I'm Amanda Wild, and today we're going to talk about clearing space mentally and emotionally. Now, we've already talked about how an overabundance of physical items can drain away our energy, our mental and emotional energy, because we're focused on trying to figure out where these things are, what's happening to them, who's doing or not doing things to and with them, etc. But we also, our thoughts and our emotions can also keep us from being our absolute best. Now, we are what we habitually do, and I believe that this also extends to our thoughts. On day one, briefly, we touched on the topic of mantras. Now, mantra is Sanskrit for mind tool. It's something that we can focus on and we can repeat it over and over again. And it becomes a center of focus for us. And it literally starts to change the brain, the structure of the brain, and how it connects to itself around that focus. So by doing that, it begins to shape our perceived reality, which literally means for us that it's shaping our reality. So we want to be really conscious of how we talk to ourselves. We want to make sure that we're paying special attention to the mind tools that we pull out all day long throughout the day. Many of us probably have some unintentional mantras or mind tools that we stick in our back pocket, and we don't even think about it. We just grab them up with our car keys. And these are things that are limiting beliefs. Things like, I suck, or everybody's mean to me, or I'm never going to be able to insert whatever it is you want right here. Now, this is by some people called, it's kind of a funny title, it's called stinkin' thinkin', and other people just really bluntly call it what it is, which is self-sabotage. Now, you would never ever look at your best friend or somebody else that you deeply admire and appreciate and tell them these things. You suck. You'll never be able to do thus and such. Chances are, if you did, you wouldn't be best friends for very long. Just saying. So if that's the case, and we're trying to take amazing care of ourselves and build in great self-care practices, then why would we tell ourselves these things? It just doesn't make sense. Why would we treat the world better than we're going to treat ourselves? It's not adding up here. So it leads to playing small, it leads to not giving life your best, and it's no fun for anybody involved. So today, for our exploration focus, I want you to pull out your journal, and I want you to identify a stinkin' thinkin' mantra, and I want you to write it down. We've all got them. We've all got them. You picked it up this morning when you picked up your car keys, or you picked it up when you picked up the paper, you picked it up when you picked up your phone. I mean, we've all got them. So after you write it down and you've identified it, I want you to challenge it. This is huge because this is what's going to help you stop picking up that mantra. I want you to really consider, are you really an idiot? Are you really a loser? Just because the presentation that you gave today went sideways? Or were you maybe in need of help that you didn't get? Did somebody else have information that you needed and you didn't know? Or maybe you didn't plan accordingly. Maybe you were just tired, maybe you didn't get the sleep that you needed. So if that's the case with all of those things, is there anything that you can go ahead and look at that you can adapt, change, learn from, do better? Can you make sure that you're reaching out ahead of time next time so that you have the information you need? Can you block in time to make sure you're prepared? Can you clear your evening the night before so that you can ensure you're getting good sleep? How can you learn? How can you become better? How can you grow? Same thing with people are always mean to me. Are they really always mean to you? Because you've interacted with a ton of people today, and maybe that barista over there simply is having a crummy day and accidentally shared. So is everybody really mean to you? Or can you come up with a list of really positive interactions that you had up until that point, and maybe even after? Anything you can do to challenge these limiting beliefs is huge, because there are times when our mind can actually be our biggest challenger in the process of creating pathways to bliss. We want to use the best mind tools we can. So sometimes we're just going to have to challenge our minds right back, and we're going to have to reconfirm that we really are amazing, that we're doing the best that we can, and we're consistently learning and growing and becoming better and better. So write it all down, review it, remind yourself you're awesome, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.